initially.
No, we won't need to this time. I mean, basically, if this is what you guys wanna do, unless the planning board's got an issue here, I think we set up a public hearing on our next meeting and do it.
I don't care, I didn't even know this was gonna come up tonight.
Yeah, I just grabbed this as I was going out the door, because I wasn't sure what was going on with it.
But we didn't have a public hearing when we did it initially, that was the question.
Yeah, we do.
We did?
We're required to have a public hearing on
Okay.
every subdivision we do,
I'm getting a little,
whether it makes any sense or not. The difficulty you've got, okay,
I do remember, yes.
okay, but I think it's a bit more complicated. You don't own this land anymore.
I own the restriction.
Yeah, but you don't own the land, so you won't be signing. See, the problem is right now, the owner needs to sign. In order for us,
Some Jared Wapner asked, right, I'm very much out of the loop, it just happened to be.
no, I understand, I understand your part, but from a subdivision new plat point of view, the owners of the property gotta sign the plat. That's not shared anymore. So I think this has gotta change over here. Right, guys?
I think they were just looking at, Walker's office looking at, we're changing a filed subdivision map. So he told me not to change anything, but just put that note on there. But if we do it that way, then I should probably need joining owners and everything, if that's all changed.
Because, for instance, I've got some restrictions on my property, water, right, roots and easements of different kinds. You're not saying that I can sign my own deed to void those restrictions? Because neither could the Stillwater sign that to void that restriction.
No, but when I was looking at it,
That's true.
Stillwater's own the property.
Okay.
They wanna remove that restriction, they're gonna need a piece of paper, a letter, or something from you that says you don't have a problem with that. And they basically bring this in essentially for a plat change, subdivision change. And that's the way I'm thinking it is right now. There's not really a whole lot we've ever dealt with that just altered restrictions or things on the map before, but I don't think there's anything that says that can handle it any differently than if it was a new plat coming to us.
Because it's their property that's getting altered, so they would have to sign.
Yes.
In addition to
Their
us.
property.
Yes.
Right, you'd have to give them some sort of authorization for it.
Well, and I think
Or a letter.
Jerry simply asked us to give them that authorization on the
Through the
file
plan.
map,
Right.
which makes sense, because then it follows the title search record. So somebody doesn't stumble across the old file
But-
map.
Yeah,
But we're gonna, but even if we try to do that, we're gonna be stuck with this little block out here. We can't sign it until the owners of the property
Well, they're gonna-
sign
the
it.
owners of the property, they're on there also.
Say again?
The owners are on there,
On
at the bottom.
Yeah, but you would have to take the rest of the people off.
Then they can't void a restriction I put on them. They just can't willy-nilly do that any more than I can void the water rights that go across my land because I don't like it.
I think we need their signatures also. And they're signing to take the restriction off. And he could talk to the property office on that.
I have no problem doing what needs to be done. I just wanna make sure we do it the right way.
Sure.
And one of the things I know is we need to have the owner's signature on it, because
Is there map?
it's their map.
Yeah, they want to accept it.
Right. But right now, we've got, see, my first reaction is, this chunk of names,
Who own the restriction?
the people that don't own the property anymore shouldn't be on here. So along with that change should be the removal of the original owners.
That's up to Jerry.
I could be wrong on that, but that's what it would seem to me like. Otherwise, you know, signs this and nobody else does,
Is there a notation on here saying that there's a restriction being removed?
yeah, that's what the.
So maybe that's where the signature lines go for the people who put the
So let it go,
restriction on.
that makes more sense, that makes sense.
It's like having a letter from us saying it's okay, but
Right.
it's
But
on
it's on the map.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
I would think that would be.
whatever, Jerry, you guys wanna do, and
Yeah,
I'm just here to
something
confirm
like
that it's okay with us.
Then you'd have a solid paper trail.
Right, everything would be right there. Yeah.
How do you, Ray Watkins' office now, and you tell him to, want me to get in touch with your attorney?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the right question is though. Yeah, let's do that and see where it goes. I just wanna make sure that what we do is correct when we do it. I said, I don't have a problem with it, doing, I just wanna make sure we do it properly.
Okay, so should I have Jerry Walker's office, I mean, the public hearing,
Okay.
when do you?
Terry Walker is the lawyer for
Saltwater.
Warner. Okay.
So, public hearing, or do we just wait for that?
I don't know. Yeah, let's talk to our town attorney and see what he says on this one, and I'll get back to you on exactly how to do this. My first reaction is the Chase ownership's gotta be taken off that map.
It's not logical.
Hmm?
It's not logical. It's my
Take it off?
restriction. My restriction is on the first map. How can they just willy-nilly sign their own release of the restriction?
Well, I think with Ed's point, moving it to the restriction, you tie that, you might tie that together.
Moving the
They don't still
signature
own
line.
the
But-
restriction for different places.
But if I recall right, Jerry, you're not the sole owner of that.
Oh, all five of us will be on it.
Right, so all five would have to sign it.
Yeah, the signature's there. I'm just saying that we have to sign something that
Yes.
goes into the public record, whether
Right.
it's filed as part of the map, which to me makes sense, because that's where it shows up,
Right.
or it's a page of the deed. It's gotta be somewhere in the public record.